This ought to be good.
Who's gonna watch me?
The 2026 Mitsubishi Outlander. Confidence comes standard.
Straight, here's Marco Vargas. First pitch, taken for a strike, a changeup low in the zone. Vargas has spent most of the season in Binghamton, but has also spent some time down in rookie ball and A-ball rehabbing from some injuries, as the 0-1 misses at the low and outside corner with a slider. The 1-1 puts that opposite field off the wall. Foul territory on the left side for strike 2. Lefty on lefty matchup. Vargas, the designated hitter for today, pops up a ball foul, and the count will stay at 1-2. Emma, if it makes you feel better about the Tristan Casas hometown thing, Futrell did play on the same high school team as Tristan Casas, his younger brother. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And he's got 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th.
It helps a little bit.
Gavin Casas.
Yeah, Gavin played at Vandy. Tristan always talked very highly of him. I will say, I did go back. It was the right-hander Brian Van Bell, who's now with the Tampa Bay organization, rehabbing from Tommy John. He's from Pembroke Pines.
There you go. First pitch, foul ball, heading towards the Sea Dogs bullpen. So products of American Heritage High School, both Gavin Casas and Devin Futrell went to Vanderbilt. Futrell also a baseball legacy. His father was drafted in the minor leagues back in the 80s as ball 1 misses down low to Million Petrie. 1-1 count. He said his dad has been his longest running coach. The 1-1 spears across the plate for strike 2. Has been a guiding force from the beginning through his baseball career. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks ends the inning for Devin Futrell. 7 straight retired by the lefty. Sea Dogs back to the plate, up by 6, bottom of the 5th. Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon. Leading off the top of the first.
The AUSL All-Star Cup is on. Watch 45 of the league's biggest stars go head-to-head in this innovative tournament and see who will be crowned the All-Star Cup champion. The action continues Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Giving up Josh Naylor, who was on an expiring deal. Oh, that was nasty. A sweeper and a sword on Brock Rodden.
Two away and one on for him. He's first pitch swinging. This one going towards center. Sanchez tracking at the wall. It'll bounce off the wall. It'll kick away from Sanchez. That'll score one run. No one still got it. They're trying to wave him home, and the throw is not in time. Here in downtown Greensboro, as this one's hit a ton into center field. Sanchez going back, looking at the wall, and it's gone. Williams had not hit a home run all season.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Assessment by seeing crew operator on the center field video board now. One of our visitors tonight at assessment clock away.
Welcome back into the bottom of the fifth inning. Boston not faring as well as the Sea Dogs are so far. They trail the Pittsburgh Pirates 4-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. But the Sea Dogs have been cruising tonight. Leading off, Henry Godbout, 1 for 3, recorded his first double-A hit and scored a run back in the first inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Sea Dogs. Oriana out for his first full inning of work. Here's the first pitch. Right down the middle for strike one against Godbout. Oriana came in with 2 on and 2 out. Walked 2 straight batters on 4-pitch walks before finally striking out McDonough as Godbout sends one towards his own dugout. He finds himself down 0-2. Oriana working quickly. He comes set. Godbout swings and gets a piece of it. Suero couldn't hang on for the foul tip, so he'll see another pitch. The 0-2. Jacks his swing at a ball in the dirt. Godbout, like me, born and raised in New York City, but managed to find a little more success with the diamond sports. There's more fields in Brooklyn than in Manhattan, but still ended up going to Tennessee for boarding school to really advance his baseball career. But he takes a called strike 3. A cutter from Oriana just spotted over the middle of the plate, and that is out number 1. So here is Jack Winne, 3 for 3, a triple shy of the cycle. Facing Oriana for the first time. First pitch popped up behind the plate. That one will get out of play into about the 6th row of seats. The 0-1. Winne, broken bat, looper into shallow left field, but that'll get back. The center fielder, Smith, comes over to cut off Bay. If that bat didn't break, that might have been the second long ball of the night for Winne. The fact he got it out that deep with the barrel of his bat shattered in the infield tells you a lot about the kind of power he brings. But 2 up, 2 down for Orellana in the 5th. Here is Brooks Brandon with the bases empty. First pitch, Brandon on the ground to short. Backhanded by Voigt. Long throw to first, and the inning comes to an end. A quick one for the Sea Dogs. They lead.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance. Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
He throws a 1-0 to Gorson. Drives one deep to right. This is trouble as Cox moving back toward the bullpen. He hops in the air, and he brought it back. Jonah Cox, what a grab!
Next pitch, hit high in the air to right field and deep, and he figured that one out. Bye-bye! High as this ball game in the first inning. Here's a fly ball into left field. Boy, that ball is hit well. That ball is carrying, and that ball is gone! Back-to-back jacks for him today. High fly ball, left center field deep. Corona back at the warning track, at the wall. That's 3! And now Cooper Ingle joins that club.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson or Hyundai Santa Fe. Hurry in.
Back in Portland, Sea Dogs with the commanding 8-2 lead over the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Portland trying to snap a 10-game win streak for the Ponies tonight. Chris Suero, Billy Amick, and John Bay due up against the new pitcher on the mound, the right-hander in Cooper Adams. Adams takes over for Devin Futrell, who finishes his night with 5 innings, 8 strikeouts. There's the first pitch. Grounds at third base side. Ferguson has it. Tosses to first. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the 6th. And it's my pleasure to welcome in the booth Tyson McHadden, the Senior Associate Director of Athletics at the University of Maine. Tyson, that is quite a title. What does your job entail briefly?
Yeah, sure.
You do a little everything.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I do the external relations, so really everything external, the marketing, ticketing, sponsorship, social media, communications, kind of all falls under my umbrella. But, we have a great team that helps me in terms of promoting all things UMaine athletics. So really everything external you see somehow, I guess, touches me and my staff.
An 0-1 swing and a foul tip for strike 2. And talking about things to promote externally, there's a lot going on for UMaine right now, especially on the baseball side of things. Baseball went to the AEC championship game and even had a game here in Portland, but that program is definitely on the rise right now, it seems like.
Yeah, they certainly are. And, Coach Derb has done a great job in recruiting in this new national landscape that we're currently in. But, yeah, across the board, our women's soccer program has won 3 straight championships. Our men's ice hockey program won the Hockey East Championship 2 years ago. And like you mentioned, we came down here and played a baseball game in the spring, which was terrific. And we try to get down here as much as possible. Our women's basketball team will be back down here in the winter to play a game. And our hockey team has been down here, men's and women's, about every year. Our football team played at Fitzpatrick, a number of years ago. So, we take a lot of pride in being the state's flagship university and know that doesn't just center around Orono. It's statewide, down to Portland and up north Aroostook County and in west and east as well. So we try to spread around as much as we can.
And that must be such a cool thing to do, to come to Portland, obviously not Orono, and to see how many Black Bear memorabilia there is. I know we have a couple people in our office who are recent grads, and they've been talking about this game all season. They had their Black Bear gear on as well. But to go to all these places, like you mentioned, Maine is not a small state. A lot of people might think that, but the reach is tremendous that you have, and the ability to kind of quote unquote take the show on the road.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, we always say, and we use it to our advantage. One of our lines our coaches use is Orono isn't a somewhere you just pass by. It's a destination. You got to kind of work to get there. So, we really, once we get people on campus, it's a really easy place to sell. And as you're aware, and so many people are, this is a great state to sell. You just got to get people here. So, I was impressed tonight. We tabled out front, which was terrific. And I expected to see UMaine gear, but I actually was shocked at how much UMaine gear we saw tonight.
Grounded to Ferguson again at third, throws to first, 2 away. And pregame, we saw a couple of clips promoting the upcoming sports seasons and everything. And I personally have seen the women's basketball program play many a times. That is a program that is, I wouldn't even say on the rise anymore. It is an established program. But football season right now is right around the corner. When does that all get underway?
Yeah, they reported for camp August 1st. So, they're on the road. August 27th, they open with a conference game down at Towson. Which is a big game for them. They haven't opened with a conference opponent in a while, so they're going to jump right into it. And that first game, is going to tell a lot about how the season goes. And then we have our home opener on September 12th, which we're really excited about. It's our annual Cub Club game, and a big youth focus. We work with the town of Orono on a festival, and then we have a big drone show after. And really excited about that season and really the fall season to get going. We've had a high percentage of student athletes that have been on campus all summer. And our fall sports are back, in full swing. Our soccer team actually opened up this week and already played their first game. So we're back and at it.
A 1-1 pitch, a called strike on the outside part of the plate. 2 outs, top of the 6th, Portland leading 8-2. So what do your summers look like? Are you just preparing constantly for just another school year?
Yeah, a lot of prep. We're reviewing what went well the year past in terms of the marketing and social plan and all the strategic planning. But as you all are probably well aware down here, you're not taking the winter off. You're planning for the season that's coming, and it comes quick. So yeah, we're trying to get out into the community and.
Hit high down the right field line. Taylor moving over. Leaps up, makes the catch. What a grab by Nellie Taylor. Ends the inning. Well, Tyson, a quick 1-2-3 inning. But if people are listening, they want to find more information about UMaine, Orono, in the state of Maine, where should they go?
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
Hey, showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Driven in the air to right, back Turley at the track, see ya! High in the air to center, Gadez back at the track, off the wall. It takes a big ricochet back into center field. Dix is hustling for home. Here comes the relay. He's safe. And inside the park, home run.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
One plan and one price.
What now?
And it's only $30 for a single line.
$30! So you're all choosing Verizon.
Trainers! Introducing the Simplicity Plan. $30 for a single line.
Can you hear me now?
Bottom of the 6th, back in Portland, Sea Dogs leading 8-2 over the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Cooper Adams came in the top of the 6th, retired the side in order. Miguel Blaze leads things off against Douglas Oriana. First pitch. This is low and outside, ball 1. Actually, no, that is Christopher Gomez now on the mound, taking over for Oriana. Gomez, 6'4", 222 pounds, 23 years old, out of the Dominican Republic.
I don't believe we've seen Gomez yet this week.
I don't think we have either. Here's the 1-0. This is outside. No, we have not. So first time seeing the right-hander. He sets. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Miguel Blaze tonight. Multi-hit game, 2 for 3. Single, double, 2 runs, and an RBI. Two one. Swing, and he sends it high down the right field line, out of play and foul for strike 2. The count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Number 49, Christopher Gomez.
Sea Dogs hitters having a fantastic night at the plate. Jack Winnie with 3 hits. Brandon, Blaze, both with multi-hit games. Blaze now calls time. Wow, it's a pitch clock violation by Miguel Blaze for strike 3. And out number 1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Blaze heads back to the dugout, and that's the first out for Gomez. It's via the pitch clock. There is Yoelan Cespedes. Bats on the right side, the pitch. Swing and a miss. The slider low and outside for strike 1. A 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, another slider. Gomez this year has only made 2 appearances for Binghamton. 1-0 and a 4.15 ERA after he made 2 appearances last week against Hartford. He gave up 2 runs on August 4th against the Yard Goats in 2 2/3 innings, but still earned the winning decision. 0-2. Swing and a miss. 3 straight sliders from Gomez. That's a 3-pitch strikeout for out number 2 in the bottom of the 6th. There is Nate Baez. First pitch to Baez. Called strike on the inside part of the plate. Baez with the sacrifice fly in the first. He worked a pair of walks. Was left on base each time. A 1. Swing, and he fouls it right side towards the Expo for strike 2. Portland tonight, though, 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They have left 8 on base. Binghamton just 2 for 5. They've only left 4 on base, but that's because they haven't had that many base runners to begin with. The 0-2. Swing, and he sends it foul, heading just in front of the booth. Just to the left of our high home camera. Free souvenir for a fan. Count stays at 0-2 with 2 away and nobody on. The pitch, high and inside with the fastball. 97 from the right-hander, so he's been throwing sliders low and outside to right-handers, and he buzzes right by you at 97. He sets. 1-2. Low and outside, and the count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Baez has put together some really competitive at-bats tonight. He ended up walking back in the 3rd on a similar count, was 0-2, worked it full, fouled off a couple pitches before reaching base.
2-2. Swing, and he skies it down the left field line, headed towards the seats. Gomez readies. The 2-2. Misses low and outside, and the count goes full for Nate Baez here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. Count is full with 2 away, and the base is empty. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There was the sweeper that time as Gomez strikes out the side in order. We head to the top of the 7th. Portland leading 8-2 on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
Hey, showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Your local pros at True Green. Sign up today at TrueGreen.com.
Cooper Adams on the mound for his 2nd inning of work out of the bullpen. He'll face Corey Collins, DeAndre Smith, Jairo Cuevas. Sea Dogs leading by 6. First pitch misses low and outside for ball 1. Corey Collins 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Slightly open stance on the left side as Adams sets. 1-0. Low and inside, ball 2. Infield shifted slightly to the right side. The 2-0. Misses outside, ball 3. Collins remaining patient. Adams has the signs. The pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike. Second time we have seen Adams this week. Last pitched on Tuesday. He went 1 1/3 innings. This one is fouled out of play, and the count goes full. And Adams had a bit of a rough outing, but that was a bit of a rough game for Portland in general. They lost 16-4. Gave up 7 runs, but looking to bounce back here.
Just a bit of a tough game for Portland.
It's been a tough series. Binghamton is a tough team. Here's a 3-2. Swing, and he fouls it left side, out of play again. But Devin Futrell sort of being like the Peyton Tolley for the Sea Dogs today. Really solid outing with 8 strikeouts through 5 innings. Kind of setting the tone on the mound, hoping to snap this winning streak that the Rumble Ponies have and snap the losing streak on the Sea Dogs side of things. And his offense has helped him out a bit. 5 solid innings and just his 2nd AA appearance. Another 3-2. Low and inside, and that's a called strike 3 on the slider. Collins thought that was ball 4. Instead, he goes down looking for the first out in the top of the 7th. Wow, just dots it in there, and you got to give props to the backstop, Nate Baez. A beautiful frame job as well. There's DeAndre Smith. Truly an art to catching. First pitch, swing, and this one is grounded to Cespedes at second. Goes down on a knee. Fields throws to first, 2 away.
Right fielder,
2 outs for Cuevas.
Yohairo Cuevas.
Infield again shifted to the right side. Cuevas in on the left. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Now talking with Chad Epperson, who was a former professional catcher. He was the catching coordinator for the Red Sox before he was a Sea Dogs manager and now current third base coach for the Red Sox. But he was against having a full-time ABS system. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2, because an ABS full-time would take away what Nate Baez just did for Cooper Adams, which was to kind of help out his pitcher by framing that a bit for the home plate umpire, Jalen Goodman, and take away that quote-unquote art of catching that Epi is clearly, obviously a little bit biased with the catching, but it's such a huge part of the sport. There's the 0-2. This is low and inside, ball 1. He said that you wouldn't need quote-unquote catchers anymore. You would need someone to catch a ball, and that would be essentially another designated hitter position. You put in another big hitter who can just receive at that point. Here's the 1-2. This is outside, and the count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I disagree with that to an extent. There's still the pop time you mentioned earlier, the throwdowns to second or third, picking off the batters. And also, you only get 2 challenges a game, so a batter might not choose to challenge a ball if it's framed up well enough, too.
A 2-2 pitch, hit on the ground off of Adams' legs, dribbles to the right of the mound, and Cuevas is in there safely as Adams sort of hops behind the plate. Leadoff single, and now pitchers on both sides have been hit by comebackers. Assistant athletic trainer Shelby Perry out. It looks like it got Adams' right leg. Also lost his glove in that sequence as well. Yeah, his front left shin. Not a lot of meat protecting that bone.
The super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon.
Adams will throw off the mound to Nate Baez.
This is the first base runner that Binghamton's had since the 3rd inning.
Adams will throw a second pitch here as acting manager Kyle Cicela looks on as well, and he gives the thumbs up. He'll stay in the ball game. And that, I mean, no way Adams could have gotten out of the way of that, but if he was able to somehow, it probably would have been Cespedes who would have been able to field it.
Absolutely.
And that would have ended the inning, and then there wouldn't have been that base runner. But Cuevas is able to reach on the infield single. And here is Mitch Voigt. First pitch. This is low and outside, ball 1. Voigt 1 for 3, single and a run scored in the 3rd. One-0. Check swing, it's a strike anyway, low and outside, and the count evens 1-1. The pitch. Hit on the ground, off the mound again. Cespedes this time has it. Quick little toss to second for the force out, and the inning comes to an end. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Portland still out in front. 8.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness! What a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it, back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Thank you. For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors.
Bottom of the 7th, back in Portland. Sea Dogs leading 8-2 over the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Sea Dogs with 8 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Binghamton with 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. As the Rumble Ponies go to the bullpen, it is Gabriel Rodriguez. 6'1", 193 pounds, 27 years old, out of Puerto Rico. Rodriguez will face Max Ferguson, lefty-lefty matchup here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch called strike, low and outside. Ferguson tonight 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. 0-1. Misses outside, and the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Rodriguez this year with Binghamton 3-3 with a 5.23 ERA. 35 appearances for the Ponies. 1-1. Called strike 2, low and away. Ferguson has been left on base. Each time he has earned a free pass. 1-2. This is low and inside, and the count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I bet that "Let's Go Max" came from the guys in the Vols jerseys.
They were filming Billy Amick's at bats.
Got some balls on both squads.
Ferguson back in on the left side. Count is full with nobody out in the 7th. The pitch. Check swing, and he did not go around. Pitch misses low, ball 4, and Max Ferguson draws his 3rd walk of the game. Leadoff base runner for the Sea Dogs, and that brings up Nellie Taylor, the right fielder. And Sea Dogs, well, they capitalize in a big way in the 4th with the leadoff base runner, Tyler McDonough's leadoff homer. This one is crushed high to right field. Kiss it goodbye. It's to Giffords Pavilion. Nellie Taylor with the absolute definition of a moonshot. 2-run blast for the right fielder, and it is 10-2 Portland.
Back-to-back games with a home run for Nellie Taylor, number 7 on the season, 3rd of the night for Portland. The long balls just keep on coming.
Well, Sea Dogs able to capitalize off the leadoff base runner. And here is Tyler McDonough, who has one of the other 2 homers tonight. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Rodriguez readies the 1-0. High and inside, ball 2. Rodriguez sets the 2-0. Misses high and outside, ball 3. Infield and outfield playing straight away as McDonough remains patient following the blast by Taylor, the 3-0. Called strike low and inside. First time that McDonough is batting on the right side of the plate tonight, as Rodriguez is the first lefty. (3-1). Swing and a miss. Count goes full here in the bottom of the 7th. Still nobody out. (3-2). Low and inside, ball 4. So McDonough works the walk, second of the inning. In the bottom of the 7th, here is Henry Godbout.
Seventh walk of the game for Portland. That is more than Binghamton has issued.
First pitch swinging for Godbout. Skies it high right side of the infield. Collins looks up, and the first baseman misses it. Picked up by the second baseman. Petrie throws to second, and it's in time to get Tyler McDonough. And nothing really McDonough could do. And let's look. Collins... I don't know, he might have purposely misplayed it, try to double up. Or try to get McDonough versus Godbout at first. No infield fly. Godbout is off. Pitch was low and inside. Godbout slides in safely to second base. But if it was a misplay, nothing that McDonough can do on that. Had to head back to first. It looked like he was going to catch it.
Looked like he was going to catch it right in front of first base and potentially double him up there. I think that he had a better chance at doubling him up if he caught the ball than if he didn't.
Right. So an odd turn of events as McDonough ends up to being out 4-6 at second base. Godbout now in at second. The 1-0, swing and a miss.
The Sea Dogs now have a couple stolen bases tonight. They didn't have a stolen base all series long. Which speaks to the point I was saying about how the walks issued in this game have been more than Binghamton has issued in the first 3 games of this series. They haven't been giving Portland any free passes this entire week. But tonight, it's been the walks, a couple of these steals for Portland, and they're taking advantage, plus an error at third base earlier in the game that let the Sea Dogs score a couple more runs on 2 outs.
2-1. Swing and a miss, and the count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the aggressive base running was such a huge part of the game for Portland. Good to see that aspect return as well in this one. Godbout in at second. Sea Dogs not letting off the gas pedal either, the 10-2 lead. The 2-2. Called strike 3, low and inside. Winne goes down looking. Second out in the bottom of the 7th. So here is Brooks Brannon. Bats on the right side. 2 for 4, a single, a double, and a run scored. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Godbout still in at second base. Rodriguez sets. The 0-1. Swing, and he fouls it right side out of play for strike 2.
Time to call Portland Gas.
Tonight, 7 of 9 Sea Dogs with hits, and the 2 without hits have both reached choice tonight on a pair of walks. Ferguson has 3 walks. Baez has 2.
Multi-walk games for the non-hitters tonight.
Exactly.
1-2. Swing, and Brannon pulls it foul left side and towards the dugout, or bullpen rather, actually bounces back into the field of play. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Got a piece of Suero. Able to hop back up and walk down the first base line a bit. Brannon battling. Steps back in the right-handed batter's box. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing, and he fouls it towards the Expo again. One, 2. High and away, and the count evens. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another fastball from Rodriguez at 93. Rodriguez has a 4-seamer. Tops out at 96. Splitter sits low 80s, as does the slider. The 2-2. This is inside. Ball 3. Another fastball that time.
Everybody clap your hands.
Rodriguez sets the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And out number 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning, but a 2-run homer by Nelly.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Here's the pitch. Wilkin hammers one. Deep left field. Hicklin back. That's a grand slam. Wilkin clears the bases. Now Black drives one. Deep right field. Azokar back at the wall. It's gone. The Sounds have hit their 2nd grand slam in the game. Wilkin in the 6th inning. Black in the 8th. What a wild night.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Hi, I'm Dexter at Rowe in sales. We really do work harder for your business.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with KM, a New England favorite, and the hot dogs you choose for when it matters most. Enjoy KM at your nearest concession stand or find them at your local grocer. KM, the official hot dog and sausage partner of your Portland Sea Dogs. Top of the 8th inning, Cooper Adams out for a third inning of work, facing off against Marco Vargas, who takes a first pitch called strike, a slider right at the top of the zone. Sea Dogs leading 10-2, 10 runs on 12 hits, looking for their first win of the week. 0-1 draws a big cut and miss at a sinker to the outside part of the plate, and Vargas is down 0-2. 96 miles an hour from Cooper Adams. Sea Dogs infield shifted to the right side as Adams comes set. 0-2. This is outside. Vargas checks his swing in time. Sea Dogs have been stringing together the hits in similar fashion to the Rumble Ponies, what they've been doing to the Sea Dogs all week. 4 runs in the first, 4 runs in the fourth, 2 runs in the 7th, 3 home runs. The 1-2 bounced at the plate. For the Sea Dogs, I was looking into the numbers the other day. This is their 18th game this season where they've hit 3 or more home runs in a game. They previously had never had more than 13 games, as Adams misses high and outside. The count is full. More than 13 games in a season with 3 or more home runs. Now, the stats on that only go back to 2005, and the Sea Dogs have a whole 9 years of history before that, or 11 years of history. If I can actually do math one of these days, here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Adams collects the first out of the inning, and that is the 10th strikeout by Sea Dogs pitchers in this game. Here's Emilian Petrie. He's 1 for 2 tonight, also reached on a hit by pitch. First pitch, high and outside for ball 1. The Sea Dogs overall have been one of the best extra base hitting teams, not just in the Eastern League, but in all of Double-A baseball tonight. The Sea Dogs have 3 doubles and 3 home runs as Adams misses outside for ball 2. Overall, they have 194 entering today, so now they have a clean 200 as Adams misses high and outside ball 3. Now, I take that back. That was 194 doubles entering the day, so they're at 197 doubles and 360 extra base hits. That is good for 5th best in all of Double-A baseball. The 3-0 into the zone, a called strike on the low and outside corner. For example, last night the Sea Dogs had 7 hits. 6 of them were for extra bases, 4 doubles and 2 home runs. 3 balls and a strike. The pitch crushed up the middle on a line, drops in front of Blaze for a base hit. Another multi-hit game for Petrie, who is batting over 400 in his short time with the Rumble Ponies. Just game number 6 with Binghamton for Petrie after being traded at the deadline as part of the Freddie Peralta trade that also saw right-hander Gary Gill-Hill and outfielder Aiden Smith sent to the Mets. The Sea Dogs saw Gill-Hill earlier in the week. Baez wants a quick chat with Adams as the Sea Dogs do have someone up and throwing in the bullpen. Looks like Tyler Davis, another lefty out of Newport News, Virginia. Davis told me he loves to be the closer. He loves collecting those last 3, sometimes those last 6 outs of a game. This isn't exactly a save situation for the Sea Dogs, but this is exactly still when Davis loves to pitch. Fresh count for Chris Suero with a runner on first. Ball 1 misses low. Adams into the motion. Suero waves and misses, strike one. 1 for 3 tonight with a single back in the first inning, otherwise quiet for the catcher, who's batting .198 on the season. The 1-1. Yanked it wide to the left side of the plate for ball 2. All the way at the back of the box, here's the 2-1. Adams misses low and inside for ball 3. Sea Dogs have the infield shifted to the left, and with Brannon covering the runner at first, lots of space between first and second. The 3-1. Suero destroys that ball to deep left field, and it is high off the monster. Holding up at third base. And Suero is thrown out at second. What a throw from Tyler McDonough. On a line from deep in the corner, McDonough played that perfectly off the wall. One bounce and he launched that. Cespedes was confident he made that tag. It was a close play. Suero's leg might have gotten out in front, but Cespedes sold it. And Suero now heading back to the dugout. The coaches for Binghamton furious, in discussion with first base umpire Davion Fry.
That was an incredible throw for McDonough.
Petrie still stands on third. I thought that was a sure thing of a double for Chris Suero. But McDonough just stole the show. Petrie stands 90 feet away, but there's 2 gone in the inning. Here is Billy Amick. Sea Dogs with an 8-run lead in the top of the 8th. First pitch from Adams, a called strike at the bottom of the zone with a cutter. A 1. Big swing and a miss from Amick. He's down 0-2. Infield straight up against Amick, batting .308 in his early time with Binghamton. Adams fires, misses low and outside. The 1-2. Grounded foul to the left side. We'll do it again at 1-2. Amick was part of the A.J. Minter trade from the Mets to the Twins. Was previously on the Wichita Wind Surge, the AA affiliate of the Twins. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball to shallow right field. Sprinting in Nelly Taylor. That drops in between him and Brannon for a fair ball. That's an RBI single. And Petrie comes home to score. An awkward blooper into no man's land. But that spells a multi-hit night for Amick. And with that, acting manager Kyle Cicela out of the dugout makes the call to the bullpen. We'll see some Tyler Davis here in the 8th. Be right back. Sea Dogs Radio Network presented by Verizon.
At Northeast Delta Dental, we love to see people smile. And as the leading provider of quality dental coverage for Maine...
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
We live the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
There goes Harris for the plate. He is stealing home. The throw there is not in time. Dakota Harris breaking for home against Maddox Bruns. And again, throw to the plate. It goes to the backstop. Page coming home with a straight steal of home. Trey Page breaking for the plate. Bruns is frustrated, just fired a ball back towards his dugout.
What's happening? This is unreal.
So we got a little throwback uni on, gray socks, you feel me? So it's like we're going back in time. So I feel the presence of Jackie Robinson, you know what I'm saying? All those great guys. So yeah, we're gonna play like them too.
Just love kind of having this logo here, Triple B's. You know, those guys went through a lot more than I probably can ever imagine. And, you know, it's a fight that they had to put up just so I can get here. And so getting the chance to even wear the jersey and get on the field and play is something huge.
Two outs in the top of the eighth. Binghamton has plated one. They still trail 10-3. And if you have the Sea Dogs Rewards app and you want to earn some points, the word of the night tonight is Maine. It is UMaine night here at Delta Dental Park. The word of the night, Maine. M-A-I-N-E. Though I would hope if you're a Sea Dogs fan that the spelling of the state of Maine would come easily to you. You never know.
I think Crisuero has been
tossed.
Yes. Waiting for him to exit the field. We had a delay to the start. The umpires were looking in the dugout. And Suero was exiting towards right field, towards the clubhouse. Usually if you have to do that, you do it between innings. You don't take the slow stroll.
Even if you're a catcher and you have to drag your bag with you, he doesn't even have his bag with him, just taking the walk on his own.
I bet Seth is there for the open the door through the mimic sign as Suero has a quick chat with Nellie Taylor walking by.
Frustrating for Suero. Was probably about 5 feet away from driving that ball over the main monster, then gets gunned down at second base in the most unlikely play of the night. I can see how the emotions might get feisty as Tyler Davis deals a first pitch strike to John Bay. Right now, Billy Amick stands on first base. He just drove in Emilian Petrie. 2 outs, 0-1 count. Davis delivers. Swing and a miss. Nasty slider to the low and inside corner. 0-2.
Yes, he was ejected by the first base umpire Davion Fry officially.
The pitch bounced in front of the plate, but Baez keeps it in front of him. John Bay 0 for 3 tonight, a pair of strikeouts looking and a fly out to Nellie Taylor, a spectacular catch down the first base line. The 1-2, low and inside with a slider, count evens at 2-2. John Bay and the guy on deck, Corey Collins, made their Double-A debuts against Portland a few weeks ago on the road in the southern tier of New York. Here's the pitch, low and inside, ball 3. They both had great weeks against the Sea Dogs. Both of them have seen some production this week as well. They've been a part of the reinforcements that have come. The payoff. Liner into left field. Sprinting over Blaze. It was a hit and run as Amick holds up at third. Good execution from Binghamton on that hit and run. Bay's got his first hit of the night, and there's runners on the corners for Corey Collins. Sea Dogs lead 10-3, 2 outs here, but you don't want to let the Rumble Ponies get back within spitting distance. Just 4 outs to work with. First pitch to Corey Collins. This is at the bottom of the zone. That one grounded foul up the first base line. One and one count, infield shifted to the right. You've got Max Ferguson covering all the distance between first and second. The 1-1. Missed at the top of the zone, ball 2. Both of these balls from Davis have been very close. 50-50 calls. The 2-1. Foul ball high and out of play behind the plate. And once again, Davis has the Rumble Ponies down to their final strike of the inning. Top of the 8th, 10-3 lead for the home team. Collins calls time. Now steps back in on the left side. Lefty on lefty matchup. The 2-2. Missed with a slider, and it's another full count. Back-to-back full counts, runners on the corners. The pitch, grounded up the first baseline. Brandon Gloves in fair territory, steps on the bag, and the inning comes to an end. Davis.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
Hey, showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
I'm helping these kids be the best versions of themselves, and I'm also representing like where I came from. And in the Zilla team, I was working with a creative guy that was with Nike. I work with my best friend who manages this team with me, and we kind of just like put together like what we think would look cool. We went like Godzilla theme. You kind of get to help them grow up into a young man and help them just make the right steps forward, and that's really why I started it, to have impact.
Are the ones that make it feel like home. Lighthouse Credit Union, for those who keep the lights on.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Miguel Blaze leads off. It's been a multi-hit night for the center fielder. The Sea Dogs have got a 7-run lead, 10-3. But a few more runs won't hurt him. Blaze having a fantastic month of August so far, has at least one hit in every game so far, riding an 8-game hit streak. New pitcher into the game, JT Benson, and that's a position player. Is this the first time the Sea Dogs have had a position player pitch against them? Maybe on the road, because I don't remember this happening at home.
I don't remember happening on the road either. Not this season. We had it last year.
0-1. This is low and outside. Wow, this is a first. I was really unprepared for that until I saw the first pitch come out of his hand, and I knew. The 1-1 misses outside, ball 2. JT Benson is an outfielder, a righty out of Kentucky. The 2-1 misses outside for ball 3. These pitches clocking at about 60 miles an hour. The pitch. Blaze pops that up to shallow center field. That's going to be caught. And it is by Petrie. So one up, one down for JT Benson.
Another drive deflected, 6th batter, second baseman number 48. Yoelin Cespedes.
Here's Yoelin Cespedes. First pitch. Bounced in front of the plate. Up to 64 miles an hour that time. Benson delivers. Cespedes skies that foul behind the plate. He's missing some barrels so far as that takes a one-hopper into the hands of a fan. Benson has made one career minor league pitching appearance. He pitched 1 inning for the St. Lucie Mets as Cespedes skies that in the infield. Underneath it, Collins makes the catch. 2 pop-ups. The Sea Dogs have 2 up, 2 down against the position player.
Benson being efficient. He's having a good time, though. He's laughing.
First pitch to Baez, low and outside, ball 1.
I like the wind-up.
Well, it was the delivery that got me at first. I see a new guy coming out. Okay, who is this? And it's this awkward Baez up the middle, ground ball, backhanded by the second baseman in the shallow outfield, but he won't have a play on it, so the Sea Dogs won't go down in order against Benson. Baez has his first hit of the night. So now 8 of 9 Sea Dogs have a hit. The lone Sea Dog without a hit is stepping in on the left side right now, Max Ferguson, but he's walked 3 times. First pitch. Ferguson takes the ball inside. Benson, 24 years old. Mentioned he's a Kentucky native. Played at Louisville. As Ferguson crushes down the first base line, but it goes barely foul at the pole in right field. One and one count with the runner on first. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Swing and a miss from Ferguson. Strike 2. That was registered as a slider at 60 miles an hour. Some decent vertical break on the ball. Benson fires. Ball 2. Infield shifted to the right for Portland. The 2-2. Low and outside. That's a called strike 3, actually. Benson does not.
The AUSL All-Star Cup is on. Watch 45 of the league's biggest stars go head-to-head in this innovative tournament and see who will be crowned the All-Star Cup champion. The action continues Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Sanchez ready. Sanchez. Fly ball center field. Camping underneath it. Carrick gets a running start. Candelario tags from third. Here comes the throw to the plate. Snag. Tag. They got him. A double play. Carrick drew a bullet to the plate. And the Bees come away with nothing in the 8th inning off the fabulous defensive work from Carrick.
There's so much history right here, and when I put it on and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, and I become a fan for life.
the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson or Hyundai Santa Fe. Hurry in.
Top of the ninth, Tyler Davis, where he loves to be, looking to get the final 3 outs and a win for the Portland Sea Dogs. They lead by 7, 10-3, 8-9-1 due up. DeAndre Smith, Yohairo Cuevas, and Mitch Voigt for the visiting Binghamton Rumble Ponies. They've got a 10-game win streak on the line. Sea Dogs looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. Leading off, DeAndre Smith, the center fielder, 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch, swing and a miss. Davis fires right down the middle at the top of the zone for strike 2. The 0-2. Bounced in front of the plate. Sea Dogs infield playing straight up against the center fielder. The pitch hit well down the first base line, but that's going to go foul over the main expo. Cuevas waiting on deck. It hasn't been an unproductive night for Binghamton. They have 10 hits. As the 1-2 is a line drive to third base, caught by Ferguson. Out number 1.
Outfielder number 14.
10 hits, just 3 runs to show for it. As ball 1 misses inside to Cuevas, gets away from Baez, but nobody on base to take advantage for Binghamton.
10 combined strikeouts from Portland pitchers tonight has helped really slam the door shut.
The 1-0 is a called strike at the bottom of the zone, and they've been helped out on the offensive side for Portland with 7 free passes from Binghamton pitchers. The 1-1. Right up the middle on a line. Godbout is there. Swings it to first. Brannon into the splits, and there are 2 gone in the 9th.
Davis a little bit of a matrix move trying to twist out of the way of that one. Had a lot of hits on both sides right back up the middle tonight.
I was going to say we've seen 2 pitchers get beaned already. Wasn't trying to be the lucky third. 2 up, 2 down. Binghamton down to their last out. First pitch, called strike at the top of the zone. It's the leadoff batter, Mitch Voigt. 1 for 4 tonight. Here's the 0-1. That one misses high on the outside corner for ball 1. Davis fires. Breaking ball catches a piece of the zone at 79 miles an hour. The crowd getting rowdy. Binghamton down to their final strike. The 1-2. Swing and a foul ball straight back into the netting. At first, the fans thought that was strike 3, but they saw that ball bouncing around. So we'll do it again. Davis nods. And deals. Low and inside with a slider. Can't draw that chase. Counts 2-2. The pitch. Called strike 3 to end the game. Portland picks up their first win of the week, and they snap a 10-game winning streak for Binghamton in the process. 10-3 for the home team. An all-around complete performance. 13 hits, 10 strikeouts from the pitchers, and the Sea Dogs have got one in the win column on this beautiful Friday night. Some fireworks going off in center field, just a taste of what's to come with a fireworks display on the way to celebrate this win. Sea Dogs take it 10-3. We'll take a break. When we come back, I'll have the post-game show for you on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.